Yeah, you see, Strider, I felt that
All right, here we go. So
this
it's
was
gonna
a
be
bad
a
draw for you in
Problem
terms
X on the
of
UK versus
player
Halo
matchup,
Strider
right?
from
Because there's a good chance that Problem loses to some of the European Lauras. Like, it's not uncommon. I think a few weeks before Capcom Cup, he lost the one, right? It's not uncommon. But his character experience against Laura is going to be really high. And there's very few Bisons at this level. And also his style is really particular. Problem X is a really great player, actually. Like, people didn't give him enough credit coming into Capcom Cup. So I thought this was kind of a hard draw. And even if you win here, you play Itabashi Zangief second round, which is like another hard match. So the bracket in your winner side was pretty tough. Unless Itabashi loses, right?
The United States, Utah to be exact. Here we go.
Now I love Problem X's Bison because I look.
Damn, that's
I like
good
how
range.
He uses the character in neutral. You know, I
Did
think
he try to absorb that fireball?
Problem X's
Or did he
Bison
stick out? Did he actually stick out strong?
I like how
Did he stick out strong here to actually hit you, or did he try to absorb the fireball? That must have been a fireball absorber, right?
You know, I think that's the thing that's most impressive to me, that he manages to
Damn,
find the right
reversal
spots
flame.
on screen with a character with terrible
Backdash.
walks.
Alright.
Because
Low
he
forward
just-
is a good choice to counter
first of
poke
all, he
there.
does use the walk,
So it is
but
standing
I
medium
also
punch. Is it
like
because standing medium punch has a disjointed hitbox?
down forward fierce is a way to move, dash is a way to move,
Heavy
scissor kick
scissor.
is a way to move.
Crushed him. Yeah, so after heavy scissor, you sort of have to respect the frames there, right? You're -2, which means if you hit a 3-frame, you probably beat that fierce.
He uses
But
a lot of different
you don't
tools
beat a
to
lot
make
of things.
sure
Tick
the
throw off
counter-
standing light kick.
Walk speed of
Meaty.
m.bison
Yeah.
is so discouraging to a lot of Bison
In the front.
players that they don't ever walk, but that's what makes Problem
Back
X
throw.
so good with that.
Heavy scissor kick from Bison is a lot like Balrog's heavy dash punch, right? Where
Walk.
when you block it, you're point blank, and the throw mix-up is immediate, all right? You're in throw range. Bison has huge throw range. So he gets back throw to the corner. Bison's back throw is so good. Meaty there. Dash up. I like the standing short check. One thing that Strider does a lot that I really like as Laura, especially when his back is to the wall, is standing short, buffer into EX elbow to get him out of the corner. It's really smart. It's a good choice.
Well, it was really good.
Spending the bar there. Oh, this is a bad spot. Dealing with the orb pressure sucks, right? You don't want to block the orbs all day. Got him.
Oh, there we
Caught him
go.
trying to whip
Magic
punish.
Sequence for Laura. Here comes the mix-up.
Big button and Problem X staying still. One more mix-up potential.
Yeah, meaty elbow will catch him here. Tick throw. Standing short throw is pretty safe. But this series is really common, right? You stick out the roundhouse. Problem X, slightly out of range. And I'm thinking if you're Bison here, you're not sure if your walk speed's going to let you get out of it or not. He tried down forward heavy punch, so he just gets clipped.
Now trying to find a way out. Yes.
Caught him trying to whip punish. Or, well, I guess take advantage after.
Big button and Problem X staying still. One more mix-up potential. Here's Strider.
Standing short, boom. Yeah, meatied him and then take the throw. When you get hit by a meaty, it feels really hard to take a throw after, right? Because your immediate reaction when you get hit is like, oh shit, I gotta down back. So you block real quick and then boom, tick throw happens. It's why like down jab command throw is really common with Geef, right? Clean anti-air. Damn, that was actually messed up, right? Laura turned. Did you see that? Laura turned around at the last second. It looks like she goes behind and then she turns back around to the front. I think this is actually maybe meaty enough that down strong would have comboed. Oh, actually maybe not, looking at it.
Problem X is a lot of meter.
Damn,
Sweep of all
slide.
things at that range.
Again, yeah, immediate mix-up after scissor kick is to take the throw. It's better to take forward throw than back throw, I guess, right? Even if you get cornered. Standing short buffers to the EX.
Fighting from range, he's more comfortable at, but he can stab with very quick and plus on block EX scissors.
Yeah, he worked his way out of the corner. You take that. He just walked his way out and used the fireballs to escape. Oh, dash in right behind it. Yeah. Psycho Axe is such a risky move to move against. Meaty Devil's Reverse, I like that choice. 2 in a row. Backdash. Backdash in the corner is something that you see a lot in Street Fighter V. It's a really useful trick against throw loops. And I think almost always you're never plus here. But because this is the way something like this works, right? Because your opponent is not ready for the backdash and you're already ready to do jab after. And if you're Problem X, like, you know, you're not prepared for it. So your reaction will be delayed, right? Your reaction will be delayed compared to your opponent who's already expecting the backdash to make your throw whiff to do standing jab after, right? And he was looking for a counter hit combo jab, medium kick, V-trigger.
Blocking it out.
Block it. Yeah, down strong check. I like that. I like down strong there because the goal, if your goal is to V-skill forward here, down strong was good because it was guaranteed to clip after. It always reached, right? Jab into command throw catches everybody. Because if the jab hits you, it just counter hits you trying to hit a button off the dash.
But he's still got to deal with Laura here, Strider.
Yep, and still all that V.
Meaty still, yeah. Even if you delay rise against Laura, she's gonna have a meaty ready for you. Forward fierce again. Take that V reversal. Damn, that was a good idea. Oh, he missed the second jab. Combo?
Gonna be able to combo off of that now. One more move. Oh, blocked in time.
Oh, it looked like he tried. Yeah, it looked like he tried the elbow, right? So right here, I like the V skill forward. It looks like the second jab just didn't come out. Low forward, EX. He gets to keep pressure after. Caught him jumping, it looks like. Grounded. Overhead. Jab into elbow. What's the mix up after this? Down short, down jab. I'm surprised you didn't do like standing strong and then like EX command throw. That was the one thing I was hoping for here. But yeah, what does he try here? It looked like, did Strider V skill and then it got turned around? Is that what happened here? It looks like V skill. Oh, you got back V skill in that direction because of the Bison turned around. You got the wrong V skill because Bison your character model changed at the last second. Yeah. Because he went to this side, Laura's body changed. So Strider's trying to forward V skill away from the Devil's Reverse, but because Laura is facing the left side of the screen, you get back V skill. Right? And so you get V skill, the double V skill, and you get clipped. Yeah, it sucks. If you would have V skill towards the left side of the screen, you would have probably escaped. But it's hard to know that your character model is going to just wig out like that, right?
Yeah, but that was a scary round for Problem.
That was a punish. He jumped into the fireball, got the punish.
Oh, you can never count Laura out.
Whip punish. You know, there's like a mix-up inherently after Standing Fierce that I never hear anybody talk about, but it's like a weird kind of janky mix-up. Standing Fierce, and then don't do a cancel. So your opponent's waiting for EX Fireball, right? And then you don't do a cancel, and then like you jab after and stuff. And that standing short would have got caught if Strider like did EX Fireball a little later. It's like a really strange mix-up that you see Laura use sometimes, but it works. So why not, right?
It's a range seemingly that not
Oh damn, too far. Too far for the second hit. Neutral jumping, I don't know. No combo on that from Problem.
One of the things that Gustavo's really good at is that whiff standing light kick. You know, the OS there, and that's the right range for that. But I just don't
got him
think that there's
again.
really
Damn,
any
these
button
Psycho Axes almost always land. It feels like Problem knows the spacing perfectly to walk up and just check with Psycho Axe. Yeah, just respect it. Don't even try to contest it. Devil's Reverse is so it's so hard to stop, right? Uh-oh, he'll win here.
Boy, all right, Strider. In here now, and he's really
Too far? He can win in like one big mix-up or two small mix-ups. I'm surprised he didn't command throw that. Surprised he didn't command throw that, and also right here, yeah, the V skill under a decent try, but it's really hard. I think you have to almost always respect that option, right? Just block it.
Here now, and he's really just a few mixes away. There's one, two. It could be the next, depending on what it is.
Standing short. I don't know if you can really command throw that easily, right? Standing medium kick after, yeah, you lose your turn. Isn't it maybe better to do down strong EX Fireball there?
Oh, but he caught him out of the fireball. 801 Strider unable to get that the thunderclap off in time.
I wonder if that would have been a better option instead of checking with standing medium kick. Down strong. He did it earlier after the V reversal, although it sort of depends on range too. If you V reversal farther away, maybe it won't reach.
Strider took a little bit of time there, but here we go.
Yeah, but that definitely, I mean, if you're 801
Yep,
Strider,
back
you can't
sway.
be discouraged out of that one.
If you counter hit him, you get a combo.
Sure, no.
Too used to playing LPN. Yeah, LPN does V reversal and a standing short every time. So yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense to me. Heavy scissor kick. I like that a lot. Scissor kick is only -2 and it gives you decent pushback. So the immediate mix up after is not too bad. You see even the challenge on the 3-frame. If Strider gets bar, I want to see Standing Fierce delayed EX clap to catch problem hitting buttons. Meaty. Yep. I like the backdash. There's been a lot of standing short into throw off that, so after the delayed rise, so I like backdash from problem.
trying to find the right moment to get
Just
in
waits. Yeah, just chill out.
and being very defensive.
Throws the clap.
See, when,
2 of
whenever
them.
they get to that neutral, he just
Problem X is really familiar. You could tell that Problem is really studied in a few matchups. This one and the Mika matchup in particular. Like the way he waits out the fireball right here, right outside the range of the fireball and swings the second it dissipates so that Strider can't move forward at all. Like he's making Strider have to whiff punish behind his own fireball, right? That's crazy.
that neutral, he just
But if you know that he's going to do this, if for instance you know that he's going to hit strong here, you could jump. Jump's an option, right? Jump short would be an option here.
Whenever they get to that neutral, he just
Buffer.
he's trying to react to what
Yeah, take a
Papa
throw.
X is doing.
Crushed out of the air.
Nice.
Getting crushed out of the air by Bison is not usually a big deal. I think Problem's one of the only few people who combo off of it, but crush kind of roundhouse and orb is not that
Pulse on
bad.
block, he didn't get it.
Yeah, not really much you can do about that. There is, I wonder if Laura has a good OS for this, actually. Standing Fierce on block, if he doesn't cancel, is -6. This is -6 on block. And there's like a few characters who have ways to punish it. Like Urian, you can do Aegis, and if he doesn't do an orb, the Aegis will come out and punish it. He didn't get a combo.
Bunch of big buttons right there.
Oh,
Pair.
trade.
Ah,
Tried it, but
well, that's
traded
good.
Oh
it.
man, and I wouldn't trade my subs for the world. Thanks very much, Log Trapster, for the Twitch Prime. It's very kind of you.
X escapes.
Damn, EX Flame to try to dissipate Fireball. I like that idea
Oh,
from
and I
Problem.
love
Jump
Strider
short.
to the air, too. Did not
There it
happen
is.
at
There
all.
it is. There it
Close
is.
in
There it
for
is.
it. Strider takes the round.
EX
It's
command
such a
throw.
great round ender,
Okay.
that move, the EX command throw, because you just forget about it so much. You
All
get
right,
pushed
so
out
she
of
does
the
have an
window
option.
range and you're like, okay, I'm safe
But
on
it's
the
more
throw,
committal.
and
Yeah,
all of a
Urian
sudden,
Aegis is
out of
like
nowhere,
pretty good answer.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
damn, just
already-
roundhouse to check the landing frames?
Again.
Yeah. I think that these two, that decision right there is not a bad
out of
decision,
nowhere.
but what's it called? The problem with this is that after roundhouse scissor, he's thrown twice, right? So like you backdash here expecting throw probably, but you know, again, only like Problem I think combos off crush counter roundhouse with scissor kick here. There's not that many Bisons that will do that.
Two of those and 801
There's not a lot of
into
them.
the corner now.
Half-life gone already.
Stun.
Just like that. Very close to stun as well. Love this pressure from Problem.
Yeah,
Actually,
finally a button and it doesn't matter. Like there's so few opportunities to actually escape with a button and not survive. Wow, jump.
Here comes Strider now.
Boy.
Yeah, Problem had to take a risk there. Meaty elbow.
Two.
Backdash.
Oh, it was perfectly timed. The Problem X stays alive.
Nice. We talked about this earlier from Strider actually, right? Backdash in the corner. It's almost always a good idea. The thing about the defender is the defender almost always acts first, right? You see Strider had a button there. The defender almost always acts first because they expect the backdash to happen. It looked like actually it was Crouching Fierce that came out.
One.
Speaking of corner pressure,
Two.
Yeah, there was a button.
The dash! Oh, it was perfectly timed. The Problem X stays alive.
backdashing in.
Yeah, the
corner
backdash
to
throw bait
avoid
is something
throw
Problem does a
takes
lot. He does
so
backdash into
much.
strong, and if it hits you, like if he sees
have
that
to
you
have
whiffed, he does
such a
strong
read
fierce,
in
the
that
target combo, because it kills.
Could have been crush counter into death.
It's pretty good. The problem is against Bison is that you have to do so much waiting in this range, right? Because you're waiting for the dash. This is like the optimal dash range. You're waiting for him to walk like right here and then do Psycho Axe, right? So you have to just kind of sit and wait. And like it's one of those things where like at this range, you know, it's kind of scary because Bison has so many good buttons, and if you wait, he's gonna do something that's plus, and then you're gonna lose your turn. There it is. Yeah, like I was saying, I like Fierce in a late EX clap. It's gonna probably catch Problem a lot since he's been doing standing light kick to check.
Bison can't poke with
Low.
standing
He
medium.
didn't see it, but yeah, finally the low connected. Problem, what's it called?
Gets in
Yeah, it's a
because
nice
the
escape.
801 Strider's playing a little bit too
Bison is
good.
not a mobile character, but he's actually answering the
Burn through.
that
Big
situation
crush,
pretty
big
well.
damage.
Does not spend V trigger yet.
Trigger activation. Here we go.
Overhead.
Beautiful block and punish.
Yeah, that's one thing is that Problem, what is that a bot? I'll get rid of him. Problem, what's it called? Is almost always stand blocking the mix-ups, right? Like that's why he got hit by down short earlier. So I think instead there has to be more down short
First time.
and
Burn through.
because
Big
he's
crush,
like low
big
blocking so
damage.
much or stand blocking so much. Like right here he's gonna stand block, right? Yeah, stand block for sure. He stands up after the first hit a lot, and he stand blocks defensively quite a bit as Bison in this match, right? Stand block for sure after the second hit.
Trigger act.
So like stand jab low forward might hit him, and stand short down short will probably hit Problem a decent amount because of it. He almost always stands up, standing the whole time here.
Here we
Because a character like Bison, you have to consider, it's like Rashid, right? Rashid and Bison are going to stand a lot against Laura for one reason, and that reason is that their 3-frame buttons are standing buttons. So to check her with the fastest normal, you have to be standing. So just naturally as a player, you're going to stand up a lot to check them. That's right. He wants standing short. So he's going to stand up so that he can do his 3-frame button. So he's going to block one move and then think to himself, all right, well, maybe he's going to command dash here. I should stand up so that I can standing short on reaction.
Okay, great block that time from 801 Strider. Knew that little mix-up was coming again. Expecting it.
And he's stuck in a button at the perfect time.
Got him. Yeah, he was standing. See that? Standing again.
Strider.
Damn the trade. He's gonna definitely. I was gonna say he's definitely gonna try to escape somehow, right? Like if you're any human being in the world, you don't want to be right here. This is such a bad spot to be, right? With the slow crawl, EX fireball, he gets an overhead attempt that'll be safe by that. That was nice.
Overhead! Wow! Just throws that in there.
Yeah, Strider made it pretty deep in the tournament. Is he the only Laura in Capcom Cup? Whoa. That's true, huh?
A lot of people have talked about Problem X coming into Capcom Cup as a dark horse here. Almost.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options there, right? There's very few options that you have.
As a dark horse here.
Yeah, of course it's silly to call him a dark horse. I felt silly calling him at the time because he has been so consistent.
Stand short blast. That won't be in the next version. Stand short blast, you can jump or get out.
Not news.
But we also have to remember the year that Kazunoko won this thing 2 years ago, 801 Strider, the closest person to
yeah, V-reversal. He gets to move out of the corner now. I think V-reversaling early in the set again as Laura is okay. There's a few reasons that I like V-reversal in general against Bison. One is that Laura has a 2-bar V-trigger, so it's likely she'll get it back, right? She's pretty likely to regain that V-trigger. The second thing is that Bison, this fellow over here, he gives you a lot of V-trigger. The reason that Bison gives you so much V-trigger is that every time he hits you, if you look up here, every time you block something from Bison, he gives you gray life. And when he gives you gray life, he's giving you V-trigger, right? So if we go back to this corner position, when he does fierce, look down at the V-trigger bar at the bottom, right? So this is how I felt about Chun in Season 1 also with her ground game. When you block that fierce, you're gaining V-trigger. When you eat that chip, you're gaining V-trigger, right? So down strong, right? He's giving you V-trigger bar. Fierce, he gives you V-trigger bar. The blast, he gives you V-trigger bar. It's like all building up. So like, I think V-reversaling is not a bad idea, especially when you have a 2-bar V-trigger, because Bison, when he pressures you, whether he hits you or not, is giving you a shit ton of V-gauge. And it's not coming off your life bar necessarily. So I think it's okay almost always to V-reversal.
In round number 1.
Oh, he's like, he knows exactly when the fireball is going to run out. Nice. Nice check on the dash. Take the forward throw. Yeah, meaty elbow. He gets a combo. Crushed him. He's stunned.
Oh my god, and a stun just like that. And big damage.
So he only needs probably one more good mix-up to close this out. Oh, that was upper. No, he missed it. I remember seeing this from the crowd. Oh, man. I actually remember seeing that part. This is definitely heavy elbow, and he just didn't get the input. That sucks. That's like the dream killer for sure. Look at how much damage he lost for it. Yeah, the back throw. That sucks. Oh, he tried a jab check. Oh, that's what sucks. This is you know, there used to be a big problem with KI for the same thing. He jabs, and you see how your character is swinging at a character that's not there. There was kind of a situation where this used to happen a lot in KI, where your character wouldn't swing at Saberwolf correctly when he dashes through you, right? Same kind of thing. The jab just doesn't track Bison because he's flying through you with invincibility, and it just cleans it up.
The other side, and there it is.
Problem X managed to not.
Yeah, all off that mistake on the heavy elbow, right? One mistake. That's rough.
Bison jump. Strider could have had the anti-air. He did not.
Yep.
Block. Crushed him.
Dashed right into that crush counter, standing heavy kick.
I like hitting roundhouse a little bit more, right? Because in the neutral, Bison is gonna do a lot of slower, kind of heavy, chunky buttons, and so it's kind of nice to catch him. Damn, that low profile, that close. I thought that would get clipped. Jeez. Yeah, some chip damage. Bison's blast pressure is really good, actually, right? It's pretty safe to do. It gives you a lot of chip. He's gonna get counter hit by that, I think, every time. Because we saw at the start of the round, when he's playing against Problem, Fierce, right? He would do Fierce on block into nothing, and Problem would hit standing light kick every time. So if you delay cancel EX, Problem X is gonna get hit because he's gonna do standing short, right? He's gonna do standing light kick to check, right? If you go back, I'm sure it was a standing light kick, right? See the knee? So every time you do fierce, he's gonna late standing light kick to check you. So if you late cancel an EX, it'll work every time.
That's actually kind of a minor win for 801 Strider.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of risky to do these fireball gaps against Problem because he checks them pretty well.
How that melted away last round when Problem X just got the
Anti-air. Oh, man. All right, standing short buffer. I can't believe he made it through.
Trying to be tricky with things.
No, the DP wouldn't autocorrect unless you did the punch after Bison had passed through you, probably. Yeah. Nice dash under, actually. Other side? Oh, Jesus. Mix up. Yeah, he's... Oh, why? Strider. I guess in that heat of the moment, he didn't see it. Crush counter. If he did... Yeah, he dashed already, right? I mean, can't you do down strong here? It might have killed. Look at how close it is.
Oh, they could have killed, but he went for the reset.
Can you check Bison's dash when he's in V-trigger? You can, but it's very scary to do. Like, you have to... It's really, really, really scary to check his dash in V-trigger. You have to try, but it's not always going to work. Yeah, you could have killed, right? Yeah, down strong would have been fine. Or fierce if you didn't dash forward first.
Again, 801 Strider showing that he...
I like this. This range is really scary, I think, but I think Strider's playing it pretty well. I'd like to see a little bit more crouching medium kick buffer down here. That is the one thing he has to worry about, though, right? Nice whiff punish. Yeah, risk reward is for sure bad on that. It's so scary to hit a button on the dash. Damn, I think he's got a command throw problem. I think he's got a command throw his ass. Oh, he missed it. In the front. Yeah, I like that he didn't corner himself. Oh, shit. Damn, what a tech, honestly. That's so scary in that situation against full resource Bison to tech. I like the neutral jump to beat slide, yeah. One bar. He loses on the next hit if it's big. That's what's scary. Oh, that's not that big. I like jump roundhouse forward, actually. It pulls the jump heavy kick with Laura in that situation. Pulls you forward further than a normal jump would. So you just like pull yourself all the way away from the mix-up, right?
Switch and just jumps out of there.
Oh man, jump air to air. Other side. Oh, doesn't have bar though. Rough. Look at
making a comeback. And what a shot right there with Femi standing right next to Renzo.
Yeah, you got a few UK boys.
Damn, that pop off. F word is so happy. Let's go, Problem.
Problem X. Thinking about it a little bit as 801 Strider trying to ponder what he can do differently. And honestly, he's been playing it very well. It's just
it's an interesting match. Problem is really good against Laura, man. It's like one of those things when you watch, you're like, damn, this guy's good. You know what's crazy? Check out the start of this round, right? Look at the... I want to focus on something. I want you guys to look at the V-trigger gauge that he builds without getting hit. Right? He hasn't been hit yet. Look at that. He built... what is that? Like maybe close to half a V-trigger bar without getting hit yet. Just from blocking. So I think blocking against Bison... because of how damaging it is to your grade damage and chip, V-reversaling against him is pretty useful. It's not like last season. Last season, Laura's V-reversal was like much better than it is now, but still got a V-reversal sometimes, right? Just the thought to look at how much bar you build when you block.
I feel like needs to take advantage of it. He knows he's always going to hit that button.
Yeah, damn, that was a lot of patience. Whiff. Oh, yeah, he has to use a heavy there to whiff punish, I think. Crushed him. I gotta see a command throw. Yeah, caught him low. See, he's like stand blocking that entire time, right? Because if you're Bison, you have to stand up against Laura, right? He's gonna stand up here. Yeah, he got hit. You have to stand up because if you want to check her, you're gonna have to use standing short. So he's standing this entire series because, you know, standing short's on the mind.
Yes, he was willing to take the grab.
Again, standing.
Yeah, he's got it this time. That was one of the key things. Gets the meaty.
I got him.
Reversal to get himself out of there. Throws the EX fireball to build even more space.
Same thing with Rashid. Rashid players do that a lot. But Rashid is different in the sense that he can low profile Laura's fireball like frame 1 with low medium kick, so he can also use this low button.
Interesting changes on button timings too. Anti-air is ready. EX,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
he got
big
him.
bad Problem should take it. He's at match point now. Problem X looking good. Strider trying to outrange Bison's potential buttons.
Damn, he knows the he knows when it runs out so often, man. That's fortunate for Strider that he didn't get a clip. Again, interesting to look at, right? It's a lot of stand blocking. Stand jab, command dash, still standing, trade there. It's really risky, but maybe more low forward elbow would have been better in situations like that. Or down short, down jab is really good, but it doesn't always reach, right?
Wow, still not able to
Crushed him. Damn.
Here we go.
That may be it?
No, he's not dead.
Almost, but almost
Got him.
scary, but he's going to get in there with the command dash into command throw.
Very interesting to see him use command
Yeah, I'm
dash
sad
in
that dude didn't get to play either. I really like
big
watching dude
situation,
play.
but he went for it. He had just seen the throw tech.
And yeah, Mena said that he played about 7 hours a day to practice for Capcom Cup, and he spent 3 hours a day practicing for Guile because of Daigo and Du. I like the command throw there finally. This whole series, like, problem is just, you know, he's blocking the whole time, he's walking back. Back V skill, yeah, because, you know, standing medium kick -2, problem, try to check. Finally the command throw. Crushed him.
We got him with the counter hit, standing
Nice.
Ton of damage. Strider
Command, oh.
very close to it, yes.
Nice. All right, so you don't have to worry about V-Trigger Bison in this game. It's, like, not going to be there. So now this is much less risky for Strider. He can just kind of wait it out. Damn, I'm surprised no anti-air elbow or strong.
All right, 801 Strider again playing this very patient game.
Strider did not jump. That's what problem wanted for sure.
Oh,
Strider
goes
got
low
the
again. Go low, damn it.
He was ready for it that
Standing
time.
short again.
Had the
Oh,
punish
no.
on it, and here
Nice
we go.
juggle.
Clutch counter stand heavy.
Oh, it whiffed. Advantage.
Yeah, just block.
Advantage.
Hang out.
Oh,
No! That's what he was talking about, by the way, when he said risk reward on checking that is really bad, right?
Very patient game.
Strider did not jump. That's what problem wanted.
He gets hit.
for
He
sure.
could actually comboed off to that, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It's impossible to see. Standing short check. Crushed out of the air. This is the worst scenario, right? Because there's so many. He like blocks it out. He didn't panic button after that whiff down forward heavy punch. He doesn't hit a button there, but off dash forward here, it's pretty likely that he teched, right? Yeah. It's hard, right? Because the risk reward is so scary in that scenario, and you don't expect Bison to dash, right? You don't expect him to dash, and especially in V, like it's scary. The dash check is really scary.
Ready for it that time. Had the punish on it, and here we go. Crush counter stand heavy.
That whiff right there, not hitting a button, was actually probably the hardest thing to do. When your opponent whiffs like that, you sort of naturally want to do a button.
Advantage still. Advantage.
Yeah, +3 dash +3 is how they get you. Because when you block a Bison roundhouse, the thought process in your mind is like, all right, he's hella plus. I should wait and not do anything. So you convince your hands to sit still, and then he dashes. And you're like, oh, fuck, hands. And then your hands are like, nah, bro, you just told me to sit still. So you're just not ready, you know? Just not ready. 3-1, problem gets it. It's an interesting set.